Well, like I told you before, Roman Reigns is set to pull double duty at WrestleMania and WWE has almost confirmed it. The Rock has once again dropped a hint on Smackdown which only Paul Heyman from the entire Bloodline seemed to notice. What's going on within the Bloodline? Will Rock really betray Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? I'll be explaining everything in this video. Make sure to watch the entire video as there are some important updates included and don't miss out on any part. So without any wait, let's begin. The edition of Smackdown this week took place in Glendale, Arizona, where we saw Roman Reigns making his entrance alongside the Bloodline at the beginning. Roman Reigns entered the ring and immediately said, "Glendale, Arizona, acknowledge me." The fans responded, but Roman Reigns seemed to find the reaction somewhat light. He then told the crowd again, "Glendale, Arizona, acknowledge me." The crowd's reaction didn't get any louder. Roman said, "I'll say it one last time. If you don't get on my page, I fulfilled my obligation and I'm leaving." For the third time, Roman said, "Glendale, Arizona, acknowledge me," but the crowd's reaction remained low-key. Roman said, "We're done here. Call the FBO, fire up the jet. This appearance is done. You're welcome." As Roman began to leave, Paul Heyman stopped him and said, "We can't leave yet. He's coming out." Hearing Paul mention The Rock, Roman appeared slightly annoyed and Paul Heyman told the audience that The Rock would be coming out live after the commercial break. After this statement, Roman appeared somewhat irritated. After the break, The Rock's theme song hit and he came out in his heel attire. Once in the ring, he began to roast the Glendale, Arizona crowd. Rock mentioned that he, the Wise Man, the Universal Champion, and Solo are all in good spirits. He described Solo's face as his happy face. He said, "Professional wrestling is cool, exciting, and electrifying." Birmingham, Salt Lake City, and today Glendale had sold out crowds. In a week, Dallas will be sold out, and 2 weeks later, Memphis will be sold out too. Wrestling is cool again because of The Rock, Roman Reigns, and the Bloodline. He said, "You know who's not cool? It's your hero, Cody Rhodes." After that, Rock said he's a businessman and we have a counter offer for you. On WrestleMania's Night 1, in professional wrestling's biggest tag team match, you and Seth Rollins versus the Universal Champ and the People's Champ. And we want to offer you something. If you both defeat The Rock and Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, your championship match on Night 2 will be Bloodline free. No Jimmy, no Solo, no Wise Man, no Rock, and will be barred from WrestleMania. We'll sign the contract too. But if The Rock and Roman Reigns defeat both of you, your championship match on Night 2 will be under Bloodline rules and the chair Rock sits on will fix your brain. Next week, you'll give us your answer to this challenge. If you don't accept, everyone knows Rock will use all his power to prevent you from winning the title. He said, "There's no one backstage who can stop me. I am your boss and will tragically end your story." After that, Rock starts saying the "if you smell" catchphrase and Roman grabs his hand to stop him. The crowd reacted strongly to this scene and Rock was also surprised. After a while, Roman grabs the mic and says, "I'll do anything for my family, but I want one thing from you. Acknowledge me." The crowd erupts and Rock takes off his glasses. After thinking for a moment, he looks into Roman's eyes and says, "Roman Reigns, my family, I acknowledge you as my tribal chief." The crowd starts chanting, "You sold out." Then Roman and Rock hug each other and Rock starts his "if you smell" catchphrase but only says "if you smell." Then he hands the mic to Roman. Roman looks surprised and then he says into the mic, "What the Bloodline is cooking." With that, the segment ends. For a moment, man, I felt like how is WWE creating such an amazing cinematic story. I mean, the whole crowd was attentively following every single line of it. This WrestleMania, man, I'm really excited for it because seriously, what Rock said felt right. WWE is bringing back the same vibe from the past and we're getting to see some really exciting storylines, especially this Bloodline story. Now, let's talk about the main event scenario or WrestleMania 40. So, as I mentioned in one of my videos, there's a possibility that The Rock might betray Roman Reigns. The story seems to be leaning in that direction and we might catch a glimpse of it in the Night 1 tag team match. The Rock is definitely planning something big for WrestleMania that will truly shock the fans. Rumors suggest that if The Rock betrays Roman, we might witness a Rock vs Roman showdown at this year's SummerSlam. This storyline would allow Cody to wrap up his story while keeping Roman Reigns strong. Additionally, we might finally get to see the long-awaited Rock vs Roman match which was originally planned for WrestleMania. What unfolds in the upcoming episode will reveal more, and being on the road to WrestleMania, there are bound to be many exciting developments. That's all for today's video. If you're enjoying my content and can relate to it, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to like and share the video. I will see you soon.